Okay, we have another video of Douchebag, and he's going to do a First Amendment audit, although he's not an auditor.
Hey, can I just ask your name and what you do here?
Hi, how are you?
Finance customer service. Very good. Thank you. Appreciate you. Have a great day.
So what is this jackass doing?
Chambers?
Good.
Also, we'll take a look at that. Doors are open. And
Unauthorized entry.
hopefully this door's open. There you go. Well, now we gotta see if we can find the light switch. Turn my trusty light on here.
Let's watch that again.
Wow,
Let's watch it again, see what he does.
Well, hopefully they eat some of the mosquitoes.
I know. I know they're eating us up, so.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I appreciate you.
No, you don't.
Thank you. Yeah, you too. Do the same. Hey, can I just ask your name and what you do here?
Hi, how are you?
Finance customer service. Very good. Thank you. Appreciate you. Have a great day. All right, cool. You want to go check out the council chambers?
Good.
Also, we'll take a look at that. Doors are open, and it is. After you, sir. Hopefully this door's open. There you go. Well, now we gotta see if we can find the light switch. Turn my trusty light on here. There you go.
Cool. Huh?
What just happened?
I don't know. Put it on lock there.
There you go.
Cool.
Put it on lock.
Okay, he goes in a restricted area. He has no business there. He goes in. The room is not locked, but he goes in anyway. The lights are off, so he turns them on. Guys, this is known as breaking and entering. And you can say, well, the door wasn't locked. Still qualifies as breaking and entering. How do I know that? I arrested 2 people at one time. Yeah, a while ago when I was a Leo, I arrested 2 people for trespassing. And when I presented the warrant for the judge to sign, he also discussed it, wanted to know about what I had to say and what I saw. Anyway, he also put up breaking and entering and burglary. Even though I told him, well, the door wasn't locked, the door does not have to be locked to be guilty of breaking and entering. And also I told him, well, they didn't have anything when I caught them and all that. Nope, still qualifies as burglary. I can't explain it the way the judge explained it to me, but the judge was very thorough and very intelligent. So what these guys are doing is illegal trespass, breaking and entering, and burglary. And by the way, you can still take the warrants out even though
Pretty big.
this happened in the past.
I'm sure it's a different situation.
No, it's cool. They keep the doors open here.
Turning on the lights,
Council
fiddling with stuff.
chambers are in use.
Unfettered access here. So, as you guys know who follow our channels, I always like to give you a view from the captain's chair here.
And he's helping himself, sitting in there, going through their stuff.
Hear ye, hear ye. This meeting is now in order.
Yeah,
Town of Marana logo looks like. Very cool.
so he's messing with their stuff.
Files.
In mosaic style.
Thanks.
So you go to the second floor. Development services.
I'm skipping a little bit.
I wonder what that is.
You wonder what development services are?
On the door.
Wonder what that is.
Building planning.
Never heard of that
They're
before.
calling it a planning department.
Yeah.
They call it development services.
Okay, he has had a rough time with development services. This is a guy who claims to have graduated from Columbia University. He also claims to have worked for the New York Times. Okay, we're going to have to call BS on those, okay? Cletus, anybody with 2 brain cells to rub together can figure this one out. But this dickhole has difficulty with it.
And then there's central permitting. And then this is key access back here. See if we can get one of these ladies to tell us exactly what goes on in this office.
And I'd like to go back. He did commit a crime earlier, breaking and entering and burglary, and they can take warrants out on him. It happened in the past, but they could still take the warrants out on him. His name is Jason Adam Gutterman. He was born on 17 December 1969. And if you look at previous videos, I think you can find a tag number on his trailer. And he did live in Colorado. I don't know if he lives there anymore. But they should be able to get some information and probably deliver a warrant. Besides, he's got an arrest record. He's got a criminal record. So, out of South Dakota, I believe.
Don't see that holding up in a court of law.
Oh, yeah? Look at these. What do those look like to you? They sure look like bullet holes to me. There's a firearm discharged inside of this domicile. I'm willing to bet there's a judge or two out there who see that as probable cause. But I'll tell you what, why don't you call the Albuquerque police?
That they were there.
Tell them you got a DEA agent on your property making you very...
Okay, so there's probably a judge or two that's going to agree with me that this is breaking and entering and burglary. Yeah. And, yeah, you ought to talk to a judge about this. Oh, they're not going to be back. Well, yeah, they could be.
I can't hear you. I have a question for you.
No, you don't. You just want to bother people.
Yeah, I mean, if we're allowed in, sure, I'll come in. Yeah.
Of course he's going to come in.
Sorry.
No worries.
We were not sure what's happening, so.
I never get upset with anybody that's smiling. So no worries.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, can you tell me what your name is and what you do here?
Pam Sempel, I'm a permit clerk.
Permit clerk. So this is basically, I've never heard the term development services, so it's basically like the planning department.
You never heard the term before. Well, any idiot can figure it out, Cletus. All right?
It's building safety, planning, and engineering.
And
We're
engineering.
all under one.
So would that be like the town engineering, like all the underground stuff too, or you handle everything, right? So it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I appreciate you explaining that because, like I said, I've never seen development services before.
Oh,
But I've lived a sheltered life. So.
have you?
Yeah. So is it possible that we could just take a look around?
I don't know. Who are you? What are you?
We're traveling and we're just checking out your city hall.
Okay, I don't know if we're supposed to allow you to go back here.
Now, later on, he's going to say she invited him in, okay? So if you come across these frauditors, you can't be nice to them. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to lie about you. And, yeah, she says, well, I don't know if you're allowed here or not. Don't know what to do. And then later on, he tells her higher-ups, oh, I was invited in. She invited me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go ask.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate you.
So she's going to check it out.
Were you coming out to talk to us, sir?
Just curious to see what's going on.
Oh, we're just checking out your building here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the young lady, at first she invited us to come back in there, and I couldn't hear what she was saying. So then she came out. We had a nice little conversation.
She did not invite you, okay? You lying dickhole. She never invited you. She said she would check. She did not know.
Your town. Pretty cool. Door's wide open. You see anything that says you can't go in there?
No.
Now notice there's a keypad here. Yeah, a keypad entrance code. The door is open, but this is a restricted area, and they have a restricted badge access point right there. It's right there. That's the badge access control point. But he goes in anyway.
It's town manager's office.
He goes through a lot of people's offices. He's bothering people. He's disrupting everything. He's snooping around everything, going places he has no business, entering where he shouldn't be entering. Like the council chamber, turning on the lights, going where obviously they don't want people there. without an escort. Okay, this guy is mental. He's a signal 22. Okay, but what does this dickhole do? Not only does he lie, but he continues to trespass.
I'm sorry? We're doing a video tour of the building.
For what?
For what? For doing a tour of the building.
Did someone let you in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
You should be walking around unattended.
Unattended.
Nobody let him in. He went through another way, and he went through a restricted door that was left open. Granted, it probably shouldn't have been left open, and it probably should have a man or a person by it. But the thing is, no, nobody let him in. He's lying as usual. And no, you did not go to Columbia University.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because this is a secure area in the building.
It's a secured area.
That's what she said, dickhead.
Came through the door at the end of this hallway that's got no keypad or anything on it.
It did have a
Yeah,
keypad.
that's true. But how'd you get in there?
We came around the other side. Diane let us in.
Diane.
No, nobody let you in. And yes, there was a keypad access control point. Diane was in the other office, but no, nobody let you in. Liar again. Jason Gutter Trash. Liar at large.
Legit. Are you just citizens?
Well, not just citizens.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, they're criminals.
Citizens are some of the most
Not
important
the
people on
word,
earth,
but
right?
yeah.
No, yeah, just citizens.
Okay, well, you can't be in this as a secure area. You can't be in here unaccompanied.
Well, we're very careful about looking for signs and stuff like that. I didn't see anything.
No, you're
that said
not.
It was a restricted area.
Well, sorry, it is. This is legal and financial.
First of all, he ignores the signs, and then he says there's something like a signage and then actual information where a person tells you something. Later on, he says he doesn't believe what the people are telling him. So he ignores the signs, and when people tell him he can't be there, he says, oh, his comeback is, oh, I didn't believe him. Okay, so that doesn't work either. You're dealing with a frauditor. This is a special case of Signal 22, and it needs to be dealt with.
Finance and HR, well, finance isn't on this floor anymore, legal and HR. This is not an area where members of the public are allowed to be, because it's
So maybe,
a secure area.
maybe you need to secure it a little more then. Because we really were very vigilant. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but we were very vigilant about looking for signage, making sure we made
Sure, I
contact with somebody on
understand,
the way.
but so you came in through the manager's office, which
Correct.
is a secure area.
The manager's office is
Yeah,
secure?
yes.
Well, maybe I didn't come in through the manager's office then. I didn't go into anywhere that wasn't wide open.
Okay, well, I mean, you walked in over at the manager's office.
Right.
There's a desk there,
Okay.
right? That's where you're at.
the mayor's office.
The third floor, you went up there,
Yes,
right? Okay. And did you speak to people in
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I just told you.
Okay. And they just told you to wander off into the building? or-
No, they
Yeah,
didn't.
actually, we're nice enough to open up an office for us and let us take a look around. And whose office was that? The
It was,
manager's?
the city manager.
City manager's office?
Okay, so the son is a liar too. Okay. No, so the son is as useless as his dad, and the son is also a dickhead.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna dispute with you that it could be better marked or better, but this is a secure area.
Well, I follow
that's the bottom
signage.
line.
I follow what's
Yeah.
posted. You know?
So-
Okay, no, behavior on your part proves that you don't follow signage. You don't follow directives. Now, I don't have them all, but she told him 12 times that this is a restricted area. And no, that wasn't good enough for him. No, he didn't get it. No. Also, he was told to leave 5 times. No, still didn't leave. He was escorted out 2 times. Okay. So, no, that didn't work for him either. Okay, nope, not getting it. Doesn't register. Well, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. You know, all that BS. So, this is another frauditor doing his thing. Clearly, he's violating a lot of laws and should be arrested.
So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave this area. There's parts of the building that are public that you can be in, but this
Okay.
isn't one of them.
So maybe we did you a favor and discovered a little security flaw here today.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, so maybe that should be addressed, I guess.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Right?
Yeah.
because we literally just walked in and we were trying to follow the rules. If I see a keypad, I don't even try to open the door.
Sure.
And we just saw moments earlier, that's a lie. There was a keypad, and you came right on in. All right, Mr. Columbia University graduate, show us what else you know.
If something says restricted, I don't
Yeah, so
even go that way.
you're right that if you came down this way past that kind of breezeway.
Right,
Out
yep,
there,
that's how we
right?
came through
Yes, that is.
And
not-
even when we went into the manager/mayor's office, whatever that is, there's nothing that says restricted on there.
Right, because people do go in there to meet with the manager or the mayor or
Right, right.
whatever like that. So
Right.
you can go into that, from the elevator area into that doorway. You don't have to have a badge. Go
And we've
to
just
the-
spoken to
and
numerous
go
people.
to
just
the
so you know.
lobby there. And, but that's, you're not supposed to be able to, and I'm not disputing anything that you said about why you did it.
Okay.
But they shouldn't have let you walk around and come down this hallway because this area is restricted. If you had gone on the other side,
Right.
it's badge access only.
It's badge access only.
That's what you said, Cletus.
I can show you.
Sure. Actually, what's this side? Just before we leave?
And he wanders away, this douchebag.
Just taking a look at the office here.
No.
This is a restricted area.
Do you know you're the only person to say that, though, in the entire
Well,
building?
I'm the town attorney. Maybe I understand that better than some people.
But no, she wasn't.
Yeah, so come on. Yeah.
So you're going to show me where it says this is restricted?
I'm going to show you where you can only get into this area through badge access.
Well, anybody could tell me that. I mean, it should be posted, right?
I'm not going to get into that with you again. I already told you you're
Well,
right.
then I don't want to have a conversation with you.
I told you it could already be, that you're right, it could be better.
But, I mean, there's no reason to be, you know.
Okay, who's starting the argument? It's Jason Gutter Trash and his son, the fairy godmother. But no, he's completely lying again and again and again and again. But he's a frauditor.
I might have just, you know, I'm a nice guy.
No,
So
you're
I might have
not.
alerted you to something that might
And
prevent
I,
the not nice
and I
guy
agreed
coming in.
with you, didn't I? I'm not.
Well, I
I'm
don't
a
know, you
nice-
said you don't want to discuss it.
Well, because we already discussed it when we were back there, and I agreed with you. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm a nice person too, but
I didn't say you
can't
weren't.
wander around
Yeah, you did.
the apartment, so come on.
Which way are we going? Do we go back
This
out the way I came
I'm
in?
gonna show you where the badge access is. Hi,
Well, I
Eric.
didn't come in that way.
Yeah, but I was gonna show you that this is a security.
Okay, he is trespassing. And no amount of logic is going to work with this guy. Now, a normal person, oh yeah, they get it. But not this guy. He's definitely, well, he's insane. And I think he's certifiable insane.
Area. And why it's a secured area. Apparently they came in through the manager's office and walked around here, which I agree doesn't have badge access, doesn't have a sign.
Yeah, this is the secure
But
area.
this is a secure
Well,
area.
that's what I was, I'm sorry, you're Rick?
My name's Eric Montague.
Eric, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My name's Jason. Nice to meet you, Eric.
Pleasure.
So what I was just discussing was, though, if that's the case, because we're very serious about not going into restricted areas. We
No,
look for
you're not.
keypads, we look for signage, and there was nothing saying that we couldn't walk back
And I'm going to call you a liar. Jason Gutter Trash, liar at large.
here. So I'm just pointing out that maybe that's something you should address if you don't want people coming back
And
here.
I affirmed with you back there, I think.
Well, I was
for
speaking
bringing
to
that
Eric.
to our attention.
Yeah, we appreciate for that clarity, but if we could actually have you walk towards the front of the building, that'd be appreciated. at
Yeah,
this
sure.
particular point.
Yeah, well, I would rather go out the way I came in.
Actually, I'd rather you go this way. Would be appreciated. To have
You want me to go through your restricted access?
How are you not getting this, Mr. Gutter Trash?
Well, this is the most direct way that you can exit this portion of the building instead of walking all the way back
And,
through.
I'm sorry, what is your position here?
I'm the deputy town manager here.
Deputy, okay, so good. No, and I just
So-
hope, well, I'm gonna walk out here.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna give you a hard time, but what I would suggest is, she's already heard it enough.
We don't care what you suggest there, dickhole.
But what I would suggest is that you put up some signs and alert
Repeat.
people.
Signs that you will not read or you'll ignore. Even if you do read them, you ignore them.
To it being restricted, or maybe put up an additional keypad here.
Thank you for sharing it.
Based on this beautiful building, I'm sure the town can afford it, right?
Absolutely. If you follow me, that'd be appreciated.
Sure.
He's trying to be nice and
You have to
cordial.
tell people that they're in a restricted area and then throw them out. It'd be easier to just do a little ounce of prevention, you know?
No,
The guy is trying to be nice. He's going overboard trying to be nice to this guy, Jason Gutter Trash. But Gutter Trash is an SOB, so the way we got to start treating these people is we got to treat them like the animals they are. And he looks like an animal.
I'm just walking you to an unrestricted area, that's all I'm doing. We appreciate it.
desk here, but this is restricted.
Yeah, if I could actually have.
How does that, where does it say restricted here?
He just told you.
Secured badged access. So we appreciate you pointing that out and having this conversation. We truly do. We'll make those clarifications.
So you're gonna have some signage put up and,
Well, we appreciate you sharing that, and we'll make whatever changes we believe are necessary. But thanks for.
well, because if you're not gonna put signage up and create a restricted area, then how do I know you're not just telling me it's a restricted area?
We've already shared with you. We appreciate you sharing that information with us. We'll make whatever adjustments that we need to.
Do you have a business card on any chance?
I do not.
You don't, deputy manager, you don't have a
I
business
don't
card?
carry them with me all the time. So
Can I
thank
wait,
you so
can I
much
wait for one? Can you get one for me? Eric, can you get me a business card? Please?
The guy was escorted out. They were closing the door on him. And what does he do? Before it closes, he opens the door. There's proof that this guy is a regular asshole. Okay? I mean, there's no other way to treat it. And to treat this guy like a human being is a mistake.
I'll say please, very nicely.
All right, thank you so much. We'll get you a card. We will get you.
So I'll wait right here for it?
We'll get you a card.
So I'll wait here for it?
If you would allow me to shut the door, I will get you a card.
That's what I meant, so I'm gonna wait here for it. You're gonna bring me your
I
card?
will get you a card.
Okay, very good. Wow, the attitude of these people.
The attitude.
Discovering a little security flaw here. And just so you guys know, I did walk out of here because if they're telling you, there are two different things legally. There is posted notice, which would be a sign on the door saying this is a restricted area. And then there is actual notice, which is when somebody like Eric or the town attorney telling you that you're in a restricted area, you need to leave.
And as we see, the actual notice did not work with you. They told you at least 12 times that this is restricted. And they told you at least 5 times to leave. I didn't record everything, but yeah, this guy is full of it.
So if you are given proper legal notice, and they are considering this a restricted area, there is you're not supposed to be back there, but as far as receiving posted notice, we never got that. I didn't see anything that said it was restricted. And that other one, you tried to tell us that this manager's office is restricted. Definitely not the case, so we can be in here.
No, you can't be in there.
I've been told all day. But so,
I just had to fast forward. I mean, this goes on and on and on, and he's still... Finally, they had to escort him out, and they got a police captain there.
then we went through there, and she said, all right, have a look around, enjoy yourself. So we walked back.
And he's lying about that employee. Said, oh, yeah, she let us in, told us to look around, enjoy her. No, that is a lie. He's lying to a policeman. By the way, that's a crime, too. And again, guys, talk to the judge about the warrants. And if you watch my earlier videos, you'll get enough information on this guy to write those warrants. Okay.
Through there, came out this way, went in this door up here that has no signs on it, no keypad, no nothing.
All right, fair
And
enough.
then I had who I believe was the town attorney come out
Okay.
and tell us we were in a restricted area, but I don't just believe everything everybody tells me. I've been around.
So when they tell him that he's in a restricted area, he says, well, I don't believe everything that people tell me. I'm not going to believe it. That's what he said.
Fair
And
enough.
then I had who I believe was the town attorney come out
Okay.
and tell us we were in a restricted area, but I don't just believe everything everybody tells me. I've been around the block once or twice, all this gray hair.
Well, but if you're invited in by someone, you would know whether it's restricted or not, correct?
Yeah, and even if she didn't invite me in, I would have walked in because the's no signage that says you can't go in there.
And he's lying again and again and
We're
again.
very vigilant about
Exactly.
obeying restricted areas. I have no interest in going into restricted areas, but if something's not restricted,
That's a lie. He has a lot of interest going into restricted areas, as proven by his behavior. This guy's an animal. He should be treated as an animal, not a human. He's a Signal 22 and definitely should be evaluated, and he'll be certified. But in the meantime, these guys need to start talking to some judges. It's not that hard, and judges are, they'll understand, and they'll sign the warrant. It doesn't take a lot of time.
maybe that's an invitation to come in.
Absolutely. Okay. All right.
So that's what you got here today,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. Well, we just wanted to make contact with you guys and see what you folks were doing.
Very cool.
All right.
Well, you got it.
Okay.
You got the full story.
All right.
No, you don't have the full story. So he's been escorted out. Okay. And, okay, let's see. Is our job done?
And I hope they do follow up and put some signage on that kind of thing.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, because what I was saying was, because, you know, I'm repeating myself, but we're a couple of nice guys.
Yeah.
But, you know, somebody else.
You're a couple of
This
dickheads.
was a fruitful visit here today. Maybe they've discovered a little security flaw. Somebody can address that. You know, because I get the restricted areas.
Exactly.
But
Lessons learned, right?
lessons learned, yes, sir.
All righty.
Take care, you guys take care.
All right, you do the same. Have a good day, buddy.
They've been escorted out. Okay, goodbye. Oh no, they're going back in. They're going back in. Yeah, they go back in.
Down the stairs. They're very stealthy. All right, so what do you say?
What was the second floor still? So I don't know if you want to go back down to the...
I wonder what the conversation is up there.
Anyway, they go back in. Oh wait,
That they don't need to be in.
I cut it off.
Fair enough. And then I had who I believe was the town attorney.
I'm disagreeing.
Let's see, I cut
What was
it
the
off.
second floor still? So I don't know if you want to go back down to the...
I wonder what the.
Yeah, they went back in, even though they were escorted out, and they're going back in some more. They're going upstairs. Anyway, they got to get escorted out again.
That they don't need to be in or don't intend to be
And I
in.
appreciate you guys being professional and understanding as well. So.
Right back at you.
All right.
And
Okay, now this is the captain again. They have to be escorted out again. Now, he's doing what's called the interview stance. That's an old school stance. He's got his weak side facing the perpetrator, and he's right-handed, and his hand is close to his gun, and he can move from that position into a weaver stance. You can do it two ways. You can step forward into the weaver stance, which means your gun is drawn, or you can step back and do the weaver stance. Either one is okay. It depends on the situation, depends how the perpetrator is moving, but he's doing what's called the interview stance, and like I said, weak side is pointed towards the perpetrator.
before I let you go, I know Todd, just one quick question. I always like to ask law enforcement when I have conversation with them.
Yeah.
What do you think, because you're coming across as one of the good guys here.
Yeah.
You know, there's bad photographers, good photographers, bad law enforcement, good law enforcement.
Yep.
So, representing the good guys, as I feel you are, what do you think is a good police officer's worst enemy?
Good police officer's worst enemy. Not being able to be humble and remain calm under stress.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
But I think your worst enemy is a bad cop. Because
Okay, he tells his joke, you know, the worst thing for a good cop is a bad cop.
Well, I meant the sort of mechanic.
Yeah. Okay, so just did another video. So anyway, I appreciate your comments.